Welcome to Lou Fuse Field, Palmer, Alexander for the Inner Zone Network, city to city. Now we're at my city. Isaac Bruce event, and today is a big day. Got the Inner Zone Network family, and included with Damaris Cook. Damaris Cook, this your first time coming out here for this event. What are your thoughts so far?
Man, I'm just glad to be here. Appreciate the opportunity to be with the Inner Zone Network. Coming through with my city, my music, and I'm just excited.
So you got your own show, the J&D Funny Show. Tell some of the people out there about the show.
The J&D Funny Show is the most authentic, real, genuine, funny podcast in St. Louis. We come to you live every Wednesday from 6 to 7.
All right. And so also I'm joined by Will Freeman. Will Freeman is the Inner Zone Network insider. How you doing, Will?
Doing good, Palmer.
All right, so tell our listeners about joining the Inner Zone Network and being one of our new insiders.
I didn't hear your question, man, because of music.
All right, you're a new insider for the Inner Zone Network. Tell our listeners about what you're going to be bringing to the listeners.
I'm going to be bringing XFL news. I'm also going to bring entertainment news like movies, stuff going on within like the superhero genre. Going to be pro wrestling too as well, and maybe more. We'll just see what's coming up on the pipeline.
And also Byron Newby, president of Inner Zone Atlanta. Byron, appreciate all the contributions. Tell the people in Atlanta what's going on.
Hey, Atlanta, St. Louis is the home base of Inner Zone Network, but we're coming to Atlanta to make it even bigger down there. Looking to represent the ATL up here via STL. So happy to be here, man.
All right, and also filming is my man Edwin Griner, founder of Zulu Productions, and you'll be hearing my voice also doing color commentary alongside the great Kevy Kev. So you'll be hearing from these gentlemen as they interview Isaac Bruce today. Until next time, you're listening to In the Zone. This is the network.
Here today at the Lou Fuse Athletic Center, I am interviewing Hall of Famer, former St. Louis Rams 49er, and legend Isaac Bruce. How are you doing today, Isaac?
I'm doing well, man. Appreciate it.
This organization has been around for 15 years. What is probably the most thing for these camps for children to learn, besides, of course, having fun, of course, with these camps?
Well, in being realistic, it's a day where you can give parents a day off. But at the same time, you can take the youth of our community here and teach them football skills, teamwork skills, just camaraderie, getting together. And we have great volunteer coaches out here helping us to commit that and get that done.
This will be about 2 generations worth of kids that are in these camps. What is probably from when you started till now that you realize what the difference have to teaching with the kids nowadays?
Well, 2 generations means that I've had participants of my camp that's going on to college right now. And then when they come back and volunteer, help me, it's just awesome. I mean, to me, it's like a job well done. But, the lessons and the life lessons that we instill into them just in this brief moment of passing, man, I think it's unmatched and it's wonderful.
Football is actually becoming a year-round thing, not just NFL. Now you got the XFL, the USFL, CFL, and not to mention the Women's Football League here in St. Louis. What do you think with the sport football now becoming more of a year-round will happen to the future of the sport?
Well, I think it's been left in good hands. Spring football has always been big. I grew up in South Florida where spring football is kind of what we do to get prepared for fall. And for other professionals now to have that opportunity to play spring football and just to get some stats, stay engaged, keep some rhythm going, I think it's a great thing with the XFL and the other leagues that are coming along.
It's not officially confirmed, but it's heavily rumored that St. Louis would get an XFL team next year. If there was one thing that you could say to Dwayne the Rock Johnson, Dan Garcia, the important thing to attract the fans of St. Louis for them to succeed with the XFL.
Just look at the track record from the National Football League days here to the XFL League days here, how the fans supported it, how they turned out to watch the players and to support the teams. I think this is the exact place where professional football needs to be.
We're back at the Isaac Bruce camp, and I got Jasmine Hawkins joining us this afternoon. How you doing?
I'm fine, and yourself?
Tell me about this camp, and you bring your kid out here to this camp. How has the experience been for you as a parent?
The experience has been good. It's just good to see all kids, all nationality, different ages just here to just learn about football. And it's just real positive just seeing all the kids just enjoying what they do.
What does it mean you see a guy like Isaac Bruce, long removed from the NFL field? He's a Hall of Famer, but he keeps coming back to St. Louis.
It's a blessing that he's just still giving back. Like everything that they doing, they got free T-shirts, water bottles. It's free. It's nothing that we had to pay for. They just show up and they get developed, get skills, and things like that. So that's a blessing that he's still giving back to his community.
All right. So what is your favorite position on the football field?
I'm gonna say my son's position, D tackle, of course.
You know why he want to play D tackle?
He doesn't necessarily want to play D tackle. That's the position that they currently have him playing. His hopes is actually be fullback or move off the line, but he also wants to actually play running back in all of the more skilled positions.
All right. Well, thank you so much for talking with us today, and tell all the people about this great experience and dealing with Isaac Bruce.
It's a real fun experience, laid back, very positive for the kids, something fun for them to do. So next year, just bring your kids out. You'll definitely enjoy it.
All right, thank you.
It's an honor to meet you, Mr. Bruce.
The pleasure's all mine.
I appreciate what you did for the city as well.
No problem.
Yeah. What made you start, the organization? Because actually, when I make it in comedy, I want to start a nonprofit organization for kids and animals. So what inspired you to do something for the city?
Well, I think this is part of what we do as, human beings first and foremost. Second of all, just being a professional, it gives you an opportunity to have a stage where you can give back to others. And that's pretty much what I wanted to do through this foundation. We started it in 2006, and thus far it's been really growing tremendously over the years. We keep it based here in St. Louis. So it's one of my ways of giving back to a community that gave me so much love.
Oh, yeah. Most definitely. I love it, man. I gotta love and appreciate the kids. And just a quick favorite moment that you had in your NFL career besides the Super Bowl catch, because I know that was probably an amazing moment for you.
Okay. Well, if I have to pick one, it has to be, my biggest catch of my football career, which I always say was Ricky Proehl in the NFC Championship versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. His first touchdown all year long. Never heard a peep out of him from a negative standpoint about that. But just catching that pass and sending me and catapulting me into my first Super Bowl, that's the biggest catch of my career.
Much respect. And I appreciate your time. This is DLC from the J&D Funny Show. Like I said, it's an honor to meet with you.
I got Joe here in attendance. Joe, I knew you grew up in St. Louis, football fan. As a kid, what do you think this experience would mean for you was out here?
Well, I'm actually from Chicago, but
all right. And we're back at the Isaac Bruce Foundation with Joe from Chicago. That sounds really good right now, coming out from Chicago. So Joe from Chicago, down in St. Louis. How'd you end up down here at this event?
Well, moved to St. Louis about 13 years ago to be with my wife, Deanna. Well, we have our son and our daughter, but our son is in the program today, and it's I think it's a great experience for the young people to get some training. It's a free event, and you really can't beat that. They have the music, seems very fun, interactive. So
How good is it when you have a Hall of Fame NFL player is being a mentor and coaching up your kid?
Anytime you have a football player who of his caliber, who's been in the league and has done a lot of great things, giving back to the community and giving back to kids. And it's a great sign of respect, since he's from St. Louis and, he played for St. Louis, it just means a lot. And I think the kids, this is something that they will remember.
Now, Joe, be honest. I mean, you from Chicago. Was you a fan of Isaac Bruce when you were here?
I can't say that I was. I definitely knew who he was, and I respected him as a player, but I hated if he played the Bears. So but definitely you have to respect somebody who is that great of a player, who is obviously a good person at heart and gives back to kids in the community.
And finally, Joe, I mean, you didn't come out here by yourself. It's a family affair. So talk about the family bonding event also when you come out here with the whole family.
Just being out here with my family, my wife, my daughter who's watching, and my son who's playing, and seeing other families, at the event. It's just a good time. It just gives us something to do, and my son is, making him a better football player. Maybe that's something he'll do in the future.
All right, thank you so much, Joe, for Chicago.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it.